Okay, let's talk about what you're doing today. Um, Today is pretty simple. I have put all the compliments that you were supposed to have finished last week. Um, so you had one for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we had the two on Friday because we included the teachers. Today's the last day. All of those have to be completed today. Okay. So if you don't get the other assignment that I have done today, fine. But this has to be done. You'll get to work on this again tomorrow. This has to be done today. Okay. So you can click on each one. I think I have gone back through and made it so that you can edit if you want to go back, and I need you to go back, open each one, check to be sure that you used a capital I, check to be sure that you use the correct your, please. Please. Check to make sure that your sentences start with that person's name. You're talking about them, not to them. If you're, and you can talk to them, but if you talk to them, then you would need to say, Bob, comma, I think you're swell. Okay, so make sure you put the comma if you're talking to them. Make sure you don't have any squiggly lines. Make sure it's a complete sentence. That's your main job today. I want all of these complete and as perfect as you can make them. Okay? Now, hopefully you did this really well the first time and you've already completed it and this won't take you very long. And if that's the case, then you're going to move on to this, the top 10 survival tips. It's your rough draft. Let me show you what this looks like. If you are here at school today, you will have a paper copy of this. If you are not here at school today, either because you were absent or you are remote, you will have a teacher-made copy of this, a digital copy. So it says RD, that stands for rough draft. Top 10 tips for surviving fifth grade by, and you're going to be writing this, so you're going to type your name here. It says, what can we tell future fifth graders that will help them have a smooth year in fifth grade? What do you wish you had known before you started fifth grade? This could be about fifth grade itself. It could be about your teachers. Excuse me, I'm getting all choked up thinking about a new group of fifth graders. You could tell them about teachers, maybe things you had wished you had known about your fifth grade teachers before you got to know us. Um, Anything that you think would think about the fourth graders right now, anything that you think would make this next year a better year for them, information that they could have to make this a better year. So pretend this is a list that they're going to be searching to find, how am I going to survive fifth grade? And they find your list and you're going to give them the top 10 ways that they can survive fifth grade. Here's what you're going to do today. This is a rough draft. You're going to think of 10 tips or tricks that you can give to future fifth graders. And then you're going to think of how you would illustrate that tip or that trick. Now, on your final paper, you're going to have one piece of printer paper divided into two columns with 5 rows in each column. So your tip and tricker is going to have to fit into a box about that big. So your picture is not going to be elaborate. It's going to be something small. So don't stress about having to do 10 giant pictures. That's not the case. Um, for our rough draft, we just want to plan what we're going to write. So I did an example for you. So here's my first tip or trick. Always do your math homework. Always. Because if you don't do the practice, you can't figure out if you know how to do it, right? And if your homework's not graded most of the time, you might as well try it, right? So always do your math homework. Always. That's my tip or my trick. And my idea for the illustration for this tip is a picture of me sitting at a desk, a thought bubble with fractions and math symbols in it. And the me sitting at the desk is probably a stick figure me because, well, that's what I do. That's it. I didn't draw anything. I just wrote what I'm going to draw. Okay, so you have a place here for 10 tips and 10 ideas for the illustrations for those tips. Okay, compliments first, but then start on this. This is not necessarily due today. If you get it done today, awesome. It will need to be turned in by tomorrow. Okay, by the end of the day tomorrow, not before tomorrow starts. Okay, now that I've confused you thoroughly, compliments first. then this. You have today and tomorrow to get this done, although I would like it today if it's possible. Maybe that was a little more clear. All right, if you need me, I'm here.